now watching the Bargain Bin Bros. You're goddamn right.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Bargain Bin Bros. Apologies, there's a dog that has not stopped barking. It's not Pancake, so if I go on mute, I'm going to let these other guys handle it. Today we've got a beautiful panel. We've got a packed house of 13 people. Go ahead, Joao.
There's echo from one of you.
Is there an echo? Oh, really? Okay, let's see. Let me make sure my mic is chosen here. Yeah, should be good on my end. But... so you're hearing echo.
Yeah, from you.
I hear a little bit of feedback. It's weird. My mic's selected. So with that, I'm going to just kick it over to Shane while I mess with my settings. Shane, how you doing today?
I'm just double checking my settings here to make sure that I'm not messing up. Seems kind of normal. Yeah. Do I sound echoey, Joel?
I'm listening. You're talking and I listen twice.
Oh, yeah? That's twice as much as you usually listen to me.
Okay, Mario in the chat is saying no echo, so fuck it. It's my issue.
Wow. Okay, it's your thing. Okay. Per usual, it's a Joao thing. All
I leave early, it's no problem.
Got rid of one overseas guy, but so Shane, glad to hear you're doing well. Thanks for joining today.
Christ.
Jesus Christ, these guys.
Joao, how you doing?
I'm doing amazing, as you can see, as always. Now everything's cool. It's good that we have this stream today because this morning we got the news here that there was flooding everywhere, so all the schools were closed. I could not leave home. I don't know if you saw the post from Keith on his group. Did you saw how it was in his area? It's all flooded.
No.
The subway here was all flooded. I could not leave my street. The rainstorm is here in my place was the worst in 70 years.
Holy cow. Is it a flash flood or what's causing this?
A flash flood. Exactly, a flash flood. So we stay home all day. I sleep a good part of afternoon. So I'm fresh now for this stream. Thank you for having me.
Hey, awesome. Yeah, we're just back from Mexico City, and the humidity over there is not as intense as maybe what I've experienced in Texas, but it's a little bit humid, and I experienced going swimming at 3 o'clock and then it raining like crazy by 6 o'clock. So that was a pretty wild experience. But hopefully everyone's safe. Hopefully things are back to normal by tomorrow. And last, yeah, I know. What the heck? Who sent that link over? Graham, how you doing today? Uh-oh, he's on mute. Or maybe his mic isn't selected.
I will restart my StreamYard because this is annoying me. Listening, the echo is annoying.
Okay. Oh, man. All right, well, we lost 2 there. So with that, let me just check in with the chat while everyone gets calibrated. Off to a rough start, but I would expect nothing less from the Bargain Bin Bros.
It's good now. It's my fault.
Better now? Okay.
That's so stupid. I had other tab opening with the stream, playing the stream on YouTube.
I see.
Wow, year 1 YouTube watcher right there. You hate to see it.
You guys got me now? Can you hear me now?
Jesus.
Yeah,
but it's audible.
Yeah, sound a little echoey.
Sounds very loud.
Wow, what a beautiful start to the stream. So let me check in with the chat. We'll let Graham get calibrated. In the chat, we've got Tukathri. Sup, gentlemen?
How are you, my
what's
friend?
going on? Thanks for joining. I got to not say in the house, though, because Joao was going to get triggered. Let's see, we got Christian Lopez here. What's good? Hey, Christian. Thanks for joining. We got Shane, 16-figure focus. Shame. We've got Agent Silver Fox going on. Let me know if you're hearing an echo, anyone in the chat, because now I'm
and also hope you are feeling better. He's dealing with COVID, so hope you are feeling better.
Agent Silver Fox is.
Yeah.
Yes. Hope for a quick recovery for you. Sorry to hear that. Let's see who else we got. We got Big Bretta himself. Hello, everyone. Big Bretta, thanks for being on today. We got Absolute Irwin. Bargain Bin Banger. Here we go. Irwin, thanks for joining. We got Gilbert Almazan. Good morning, fellow collectors. Finally pre-ordered that Scarlet Witch. The damn waitlist warning got me. So this is the multiverse of madness, huh? They got you. We're going to talk about that in a bit. They're pushing that FOMO real hard. Let's see, TGIF. We got Bob Dylan in the house. Bob Dylan, thanks for joining. I loved his step by step, all the stuff. He's so thorough with his posts on Facebook, but his attempt to root Anakin was really cool to see.
It was not Anakin. It
Sorry,
was,
I said Kylo.
Okay,
Kylo Ren.
Okay.
I'm a fake Star Wars fan. What can I say? I get those
Completely.
They're
When you
basically
mistake
the same guy.
Anakin with Kylo,
We talked about a rooted Anakin for so freaking long. It's just ingrained in my head here. I'm going to pause there for a second. Graham, how you doing today?
I'm good. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. It still seems like your
still,
mic maybe isn't selected.
It's still
but
not that $1,000 mic sound.
That's right.
Interesting. Well, yeah, I don't have the. How's that? Better? Hear me now?
Wait, oh yeah, there you go. You're sounding a little bit better, a little bit low, but it sounds like you're coming out of the mic now.
All right, good. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Doing okay.
I think it's worse. Sorry.
It's worse now? Jeez.
No, it's
I'm just
better
gonna go
now.
back
It's
to
better
work.
You're perfect. Don't move your head. Don't move your mic. You got to be right there.
No, I'm doing good. Yeah, just got your guys' invite and was in the field, got back home, jumped on, didn't make sure my shit was good, so here we are. Amateur
What an absolute
hour.
real one. There we go, Graham. Thank you. Our channel's always low tech. There's always going to be technical issues. So no, you're fitting right in here. Appreciate you being on today. We've got OG Fan. Hello, everyone. OG Fan, thanks for joining. We got the talented Renz Tolentino. Good morning, everyone. Renz, thanks for joining. I haven't said in the house this entire time. I'm pretty impressed with myself. We got my man, Brandon Salad, Triple B Gang Gang. Brandon, thanks for joining. We got my brother, Jose Hernandez. Hello,
Jose.
everyone. We got Brick Artemis in the house. Damn it. There it was. I said it.
Mr.
What's
Lego.
up, guys? Brick, Mr. Lego, thanks for joining. We got Profi. Profi, I hope you're ready for the 24-hour LWO stream tonight. It's going to be incredible. That's what we settled on, right, Joao? 24 hours.
I'll take the wheels when you guys go to sleep. I stay with Christian. I will have Monica in. We go through our afternoon until the evening. When you guys wake up, you take back the wheels. I go to sleep and I'm back in the morning again.
I love it. LWO has converted to a 24-hour network. We're basically
What time does it start at?
It's not set up yet. I hope Mario can start a bit later. I think it will be better like 11 or 11:30, because if it starts early, Mario can only stay for 2 hours before he falls asleep. So it's better if he if he starts a bit later, and then we can stay longer. But yeah,
What time does it start Eastern
should be
time?
11 Eastern,
Eastern time should be 11. So I'm counting on you. I'm counting on you, Shane, to appear maybe around 4 a.m. Eastern, something like that. When is morning in Ireland?
I've got to leave my house then.
So go
I
mobile.
might actually get up a bit earlier and then pop in. Maybe like
Do it.
an hour after it starts. That might
Because
work.
Christian will do a live unboxing too. You got the it's that expensive double pack stormtroopers. I don't know. I think it's from Rogue One, isn't it? The two stormtroopers, the double pack
Are
that
they
goes
the
for a
Jedi
very
Patrol?
goes for a high price. He's going to live unboxing that, and I don't know. We'll just have Monica talking shit, and then to help the hours go through.
Okay, well, looking forward to it. 24 hours starting.
I'm sorry, I haven't invited
Renzo.
Monica yet. I need to invite him. So Monica, if you are here, I'm not confirming you will be there. I will.
Pretty
invite
sure
you.
Monica doesn't watch my channel, but yeah, looking forward to chatting tonight. We got Mustafar in the house. No echo on their part. Okay, awesome. Bob Dylan is saying, "Is China experiencing flooding like Hong Kong?" Yeah, we got to that one. That's
South of
scary
China.
stuff. Hoping everyone's going to be okay and that things are back to normal. Profi is saying, "Joao, get plenty of rest tonight." Yeah.
It will be difficult, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be a marathon. We got Red Wolf. Morning all, Marco. You need that high frequency device to stop that barking. It works perfectly for the wife too when she gets out of hand. The problem is if I got that, Gigi would be using it not on other dogs or Pancake. It would be used on me. So
What's that?
I'm
Can
gonna-
I know what's that?
I think it has a
never heard-
high frequency pitch that humans can't hear, but the dogs will basically hear it and they'll freeze up. So Yeah, I've heard of that before, but I'm afraid to get that in my household. So, we got Larry Walker, hey Marco, and Shane. Okay, I'm way behind. Wow. He said, and Big Bretta. Wow, Joao heard Jesus. Let's see, Profi Marco. How can you put up with these amateurs? Yeah, these fake collectors over here that I've invited. Let's see, Bob Dylan saying, I discovered that acetone nail polish remover can take off super glue from your fingers relatively quickly. Oh my, okay. He's learning all the tips and tricks. Let's see who else we got. We got Yomo. Go ahead, Joao. What were you going to say?
No, no. Because I want to give you other tip for the super glue because it happens to me frequently. The best thing is hot water with a dishwasher soap. The soap, a dishwasher, and then just scrub with like a small toothbrush. Don't use your own toothbrush. You can have of course you have a spare one, and it will go out easily.
Okay, interesting. All right, well, we'll take that into account moving forward. Profi is confirming 11 Eastern time for LWO. All
Okay.
right, looking forward to that one. And let's see, I think we're just about caught up here, and we've got Kumar double pack from A New Hope. Okay, that's the one that I was instantly thinking of with the tall trooper and the shorter one, right? Kind of mimicking the bodies they use on
I don't
Han
think it's
and
anything to do with New Hope. You are
I,
right.
don't- I know what he's talking about, the A New Hope stormtroopers, but I think they're just same size, just a typical stormtrooper. But I know what Joe was talking about, the Jeddah Patrol Trooper 2-pack. So
And I
I
don't
think that one
it's
goes
Jedi-
for
I don't-
a
I
higher
don't think
price.
I don't think it's a Jedi Patrol Trooper 2-pack.
tune in to LWO tonight to find out. Is all we can say.
There you go.
Let's see. We got Baby Boy. I'm going to say it now. I have to. In the house.
Who's
Friday
Baby
AM
Boy?
stream with the fellas.
Oh.
Let's go. Baby Boy
Baby
is my
Boy.
friend
Someone's
over
Baby Boy.
here in our area. Not a
Oh.
collector yet, but we're going to
I
get
would
him
like
there.
him to come on the stream to tell some stories about you.
Baby Boy would be a blast on the stream. The guy is hilarious. So he's been asking to come on again. We did do an episode of the She Said No podcast with he and his wife, Baby Girl, right when we started. So there's no video, but it's a great episode. So, Baby Boy, thanks for joining. And we've got Peyton23. Hello, fellow collectors. Thanks for being in here. And we've got last, but certainly least, P-Rock in the house with LWO. Dale. I don't know. I still don't know who Dale is, but
He's his
we're going
cousin.
to find out.
It's his
That's
cousin.
right.
I think
His
he's
cousin
in
who he
prison.
really loves.
He's in prison. We'll be out like next year or something like that.
Holy cow. Y'all wildin'. Thanks for being in here, Profi, P-Rock, everyone in the house. So let's get talking with some figure talk. And I want to start by talking about some deals here. So let's just go to figures that you may be waiting on a deal for. I'm going to start. So this game, Spider-Man 2, is going to be dropping on PS5 here pretty soon. I didn't go after the exclusive drops because I was like, that's a lot of money for figures that we already have other iterations of. Shane, any figures that you're waiting on a deal for, recent deals that you've gotten, share with us.
Hey Calvin, what's up?
What's up, guys?
Hey, Cal.
Yo, Calvin.
Hey, Calvin.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
Pretty good today, bro.
Quick
Friday
question:
Be safe out there.
How far are you from Stockton, Marco?
We're about 45 minutes to an hour, just depending on traffic from Stockton. So it's
All right.
close, but not super close.
All right. Well, I'm in your backyard.
There we go. Oh, wow. I thought that was going to be during OxCon, but thanks for being in my backyard.
You always have to take it the other route. God
Always have to take it there. Calvin, thanks for joining, brother. So Shane, I'm gonna start with you. What deals are you waiting on? What
Are you
what
done
have gotten
taking it?
recently?
Are you done taking
I'll
it?
never be done. Not from Calvin.
Okay, just
I
saying.
can never be done with that.
Okay. Yeah, look, I picked up pretty much sealed in box Mac Test Tony 2.0 Special Edition Deluxe during the week for basically $225. If I bought that from Sideshow, it would have been twice the price. Beautiful figure. I knew I'd like it, but it was one of those figures that when I got it and just posed it up, and I was like, wow, this is I like this a lot more than I thought I would. And again, it was like we were talking backstage. It has that diorama base, which I'm not a fan of because usually they're just unnecessarily big. But with this and having Dummy on one of the corners and Tony another, it really works. I'm really happy with it. So what I'm keeping an eye on is that construction version, because I do have that Mark III en route. Well, pre-ordered en route when it actually comes out. And apart from that, then the integrated suit Spider-Man, because I have Tony and Andrew on pre-order, and I just think that integrated suit is destined to drop down because saturation with Spider-Man, and no one seems to like it or want it
as well.
Yeah, no one seems to like it or want it. I want the three of them together, and that's the version I want because that was the on-screen one. So,
so you don't need the deluxe. You're just going for the standard.
Yeah, I'm not going with Toby and Andrew and the integrated all standard because I just don't want the bases. I want to pose them, three of them together, maybe on a floating shelf or a detolf or whatever. But yeah, so yeah, the integrated suit, the mech. So I have that the construction version, and the Chrome Mando. Actually, I may, if I can find that, and if it's particularly competitive, the deluxe one with all the gear, I might consider selling on my Beskar 1.0, but not looking forward to selling that because I don't think I'll be able to. So, yeah.
See, I went with the standard version because I felt like I didn't need all that gear. It just felt like a bunch of tchotchkes that would end up staying in the box.
I like that moment. And when it comes to like deluxes or DX or whatever you want to call them, I like a figure that you can pose with a lot of the accessories that doesn't make it look like you're just trying to shoehorn the accessories in. I mean, with that, like he could have I think it comes with the, he has the satchel with Grogu. He's got the piece
You
of
can
the
solo.
speeder bike.
You can solo me. I show you.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, I like that. I think that's really cool. Like, it has all the gear and stuff like that, and has that moment. Pretty damn cool episode as well. So yeah, they're the ones I'm kind of eyeing up, but I've got patience with them. Looks great, Joel.
I'm just gonna,
hey.
I was gonna leave him on solo.
Such a fake collector thing to do, man.
Two negatives make a positive. Thanks.
And I really quickly before we get to Graham, I want to say Brick Artemis is saying, "Damn, Scarlet Witch went to waitlist." We're going to talk about that in just a bit here. You just had a whole stream where you talked about FOMO and not buying into this hype of the sideshow waitlist. So, Brick, you should know better. But Graham, what have you been waiting on in terms of deals or any deals you've gotten recently?
Well, starting with the deals I've gotten recently, August was a rough month for me. I think I added 9 figures.
Jesus.
I know it was bad.
Wow.
The local
real
comic
collector,
book store got that haul of
man.
75 Star Wars Hot Toys and Sideshow figures in, so I've been picking at that as much as I can. So really going hard at Star Wars this last month. Deals, I tried to buy everything that was like maybe not under retail, but under what it was going for on the secondary market, like the Sand Trooper Princess Leia I got for A New Hope Princess Leia. I feel like I got for a pretty good deal. Same thing with K2SO, like just these great figures that I've finally been able to add, and it's kind of been like a rabbit hole and branching out of the OT a little bit. So it's a little scary, but one of the newer ones that I added was Mando Luke. Got him for about half of what retail is, but that's just because I had some trade in and some credit. So and then Boba Fett on the Throne is my latest one. So because of that, I'm now waiting for a deal on Fennec. So I'm trying to wait that one out a little bit, and just trying to look for. It's gonna have to be pretty solid because I'm kind of tapped out for a little bit right now. I need to kind of lick my wounds and pay some of that stuff back.
Did you let anything go, or you just add in?
Well, I did let go of the I traded my Professor Hulk for the Death Trooper Specialist with D'Lo. So I traded that straight up. And then I did let go of the reclaimed armor Boba Fett and put that towards the Throne. And then I also did move a Marvel piece, my Spider-Man. So I'm just going with one Spider-Man right now. I'm kind of like thinking what Joao's doing lately. Like, I don't know if I can get fully out of Marvel, but I'm kind of cutting down on the Marvel figures and really just focusing on mainly Star Wars, but then DC. I have a lot of like 7 pre-ordered DC figures. So yeah, just kind of cleaning things up a little bit, refocusing.
It's tough to collect all the properties too.
It really is, and I love Marvel, but it doesn't have that same meaning that like DC and Star Wars does. Like DC and Star Wars is ingrained into my DNA. Like I started watching that at like 4 years old. So not the biggest DC overall fan, but like Batman in general, Joker, just huge for me. So those are my main focuses. Marvel, I still really enjoy, and you know how it goes. You watch the movies and you're like, oh yeah, it kind of rekindles that fire again. So I don't think I want to get out completely, but just kind of limiting it for the future.
Just wait until the Marvels is one of the best movies they've ever done, then everyone can be all back in on Marvel.
No, completely.
And I still want to focus on the Guardians. I'm just trying to figure out what that's all going to look like when that comes. So it's just so much stuff that it's hard to keep up, and that's why I tried to stay in line with OT, but I'm weak. I'm weak.
Too many great figures out there.
I know. There's too many good ones, and now they're all in my backyard. So I go up there and pick another one. And
wow, yeah.
I'm weak.
So
that's why I'm broke.
Calvin's
I'm broke
on
because I'm weak.
I'm undisciplined.
Calvin's not in your backyard though. So, Joao, any deals that you're waiting on?
Actually, yes. I've been scouting the KX Enforcer droid from the Book of Boba Fett because I didn't get that. I didn't pre-order that one, and I'm being searching for that one, checking what deals appear over here about that. There was a figure that I really wasn't going to buy, but the price is so low now. The Bespin look, the deluxe one, is going for a very good price. It's almost impossible to miss it. So I'm probably going to get it. And meanwhile,
you said about half, right?
Yeah, the regular one is going for like 170 now. The deluxe maybe 190 or 200, something like that, around that price. And I'm also trying to find while Shane wants to get rid of his, I'm trying to find the Beskar Mando, the deluxe one, because it's the only figure I'm missing in the Mando collection is the Beskar one, because I sold my Beskar to get the Chrome.
We'll talk.
I thought I would get the Beskar easily, and the Beskar Mando is actually not. It's easy to find the regular one. The deluxe version is not as easy to find, but I need to find it because it's the only figure from Mando that I'm missing at this moment. I also got
1,000,
the droids.
1,000. Send location.
I also got the droid set, the Pete droid set, which surprisingly is a set that is going for above retail here, along with Cad Bane. They are the mostly the two figures that are going up in price. But yeah, it's about that. No, not much more going on.
Absolutely. And you've got an in-art product potentially on the way, yeah?
Well, at this moment, it's obviously that in-art is holding my figure until they decide to send it to me. So,
okay. I think they were going to send it. They were going to reroute it and send it to me.
Oh, no problem at all. No problem at all. Did you pre-order Pennywise?
I didn't. Pennywise and Gandalf, which we will get to later in the show.
You didn't pre-order?
I didn't pre-order. Okay. No, it was just, it's a tough calculation. Oh my. So last, not least, Calvin, what deals have you gotten? Anything that you're trying to wait on a deal on?
I finally went against my better judgment and reached out to a retailer, asked about not Mando, but Bespin Luke. I feel like I've been missing out on that one with that base. So gave me a pretty good deal with no tax and shipping. I just haven't bit the bullet to ask for the invoice to be sent yet. Honestly, and that's about it. Everything else was, I got Black Panther in, I got my Ryu in. That's about it.
How good is that Black Panther though? That's like one of my favorite figures I've opened recently.
Phenomenal. The body on that thing is it's a beast figure compared to the original.
Wow, you would talk about the body, but I will say Zach is 3D printing me a custom Black Panther base, custom Black Panther base, which is going to be incredible. So kind of based off of the premium format Black Panther figure. So once he has it, he just finished the print last night. He's going to start painting it. Excited to share that with everyone. And Zach's Wonderland coming through once again. Equan is saying Marco is the only guy getting Aragorn, but not Gandalf that I know of. I'm the only insane one that would do something like that. But you got to pick and choose in this hobby. Let's see. Bob Dylan is saying holding figures that you already paid for. That's not cool. Yeah, hopefully it comes to you. I'm sure it's just the rain. I'm sure that's the
Yeah,
only
it's the
reason that
rain.
it's being held.
It's
Yeah,
the
it's
rain.
got to be. Jose Hernandez is saying sponsor this man in art. Yeah, really makes you think. We got Brian Fontaine
Jesus.
in the house. Sorry, I had to say it. It looks like a bunch of legends here. Yeah, a bunch of legends in Joao. So
I only
Brian,
see
thanks
two.
for a bunch of fake collectors.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, with that, let's move on to the next topic of the show, and I like to call this one "We Riot" because I don't want Hot Toys to think that we forgot about figures that we've been waiting on. So I'm going to start here with Cal Kestis. Where's Cal Kestis? You gave us one figure from the most recent game, and not a Cal. Like it's insane to me. I don't know what else to say about that. So that's one here. Next is just the Return of the Jedi line. We got a few figures in the line. How many did they give us? Two?
Two, I think. Vader and C-3PO.
Insane.
I
Insane.
completed the line.
Yeah, you have the line complete already.
Yeah, I had the inner line complete for the longest time until like last week.
Oh man. So yeah, where's a Jabba though? You know, they gave us a Dewback, but come on, a Jabba from Hot Toys would be a must-have, I think, for a lot of us here. Maybe not Shane, but also Andor and Bix. Like, come on,
Wow.
why are you not going down this road? So, any other figures?
You
that you're waiting
should
for
call
Hot Toys?
this topic I riot, because I'm not rioting for these that you are asking here. I'm not rioting for
Well,
these.
that's why I want to open it up to you guys. Are there any figures that you've been waiting for Hot Toys to announce? Like, let's say the Vulture, for instance. Any certain figures that we've got a lot of stuff on the way, but you know, there's certain things that we still want.
Shane's got his hand raised. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's the first one.
First of all, massive shout out to Bob Dylan. He knows what I'm talking about. Thank you so much. Second of all,
We want to know
Return
more
of-
about that story. You cannot shout out people without going into the depths of the story.
Story time.
well, Bob can comment in the chat if I'm allowed to say it, but like he helped
Okay.
me out with something. The R2D2 Return the Jedi, that has to happen. That's like a come on. I know Hot Toys and Logic often doesn't go on hand in hand, but they've given us the C-3PO, give us the original trilogy or Return the Jedi version of R2D2. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one I'm looking for. Also, that poster is awesome. I'm very jealous that Anthony has it.
Anthony have this poster, yeah.
Beautiful.
Sick. Very sick.
Anyone else have any figures you're waiting on?
I got a couple that just pop into my mind that have been a little bit stretched over the summer. John Wick.
John
teased,
Wick, yeah.
Nothing. We're still waiting for the Guardians to be completed. So Drax. And I know people probably don't really care about this one, but Mantis would be the other one that they would have to do to finish off that line in the Guardians outfits.
I want a sculpted Gamora too from that line.
Yes. Yeah, that'd be really good too. I feel like she's getting left out, but the Batmobile from The Batman 2022, teased that a long time ago.
Bro,
Nothing.
yes.
Need another vehicle. And I agree. Like you said, Return of the Jedi. Now, it's kind of scary because Empire Strikes Back, I believe they only did 4 figures, and some of them were just almost like reissues. They just did the box rebranding. So I'm a little concerned about that. I still think we got 3 months left in the year, but hopefully we get a couple more figures. But I do hope it's not like an Emperor. I hope it's something new, like Endor Han or Jabba, like you guys said. Jabba. I mean, yeah, if you can do a Dewback, you can do a Jabba the Hutt at this point. So those are the ones that pop in my head at this point. We're like, don't tease us, Hot Toys. Just come on, follow through. Give us the goods.
Endor Han would break the internet for sure.
But they never tease you any Jabba.
No, but I think with Star Wars, obviously they can't really do vehicles because they're so massive. So let's focus more on these bigger characters or creatures. Give us a Tauntaun or a Wampa or a Jabba or something like that. So hopefully they're kind of getting down that road. So we got to support that Dewback. So I know Joao's getting 3 of them.
No, I'm only getting
Can
one.
do his part.
It's a huge size.
Do his part.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I agree about supporting the Dewback. That's one that, it's not at the top list of Star Wars creatures that I'd want, but
agree.
it's definitely that second tier. So, and it just looks so damn cool. Had to get it. Anyone else have any other figures we should be waiting on?
No, I don't want Hot Toys to announce anything more. I want them to stop with announcements, to release less, because I myself, I talk for myself within art and with so many Hot Toys and with all these pre-orders. I'm already suffocating here. I want peace. I want to rest. I don't want more stuff. I'm looking into next year, and I'm seeing a lot of things that I already pre-ordered, from Vaders for Dewbacks for
2 Vaders,
so many.
right?
Yeah.
So Guardians of the Galaxy figures.
Flash.
There's so
figure.
many Flash figures. The Batman only is the only thing I pre-order from that. I don't want them to announce more shit. I want them to take a step down and all their break a bit. Maybe give some, I don't know, something from Return of the Jedi, some figure or something like that. But don't come with too much stuff, because in reality, the economy will just become is not going so well. Even over here, I'm not talking about me or about you here in the panel, but in China, I'm seeing that with all the releases that Hot Toys is doing now, because they are releasing so many stuff in the same time, the is not helping the market, because the figures are going down on price again. What's happening with Star Wars is basically what happened before with the Infinity War and with the Endgame line. It's the story is repeating itself, and I don't want this to happen to Hot Toys. I want them to really, they need to slow down and just slow down. Don't announce so many stuff.
Yeah,
Just
it's
slow down.
oversaturation for sure. And I will say we're fortunate that Marvel is hitting on all cylinders right now. Could you imagine if we were getting like Endgame or Infinity War level movies right now? We would be. There's no way you just wouldn't have capacity to collect all the properties. So, yeah, well said, Joao. So let's see. Brian Fontaine is saying, Hot Toys needs to focus on quality and stop with these crummy releases no one cares about. Takes up their bandwidth. I don't think we should support lackluster stuff just so we might get what we want. If he's referring to the dewback, then yeah, I think you're right. There are certain things that we really, really want and that are worth holding out for. So, let's see. We got Batman Collectibles with the super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. Not along the same topic, but I'm going to riot if Hot Toys doesn't release the Batman soon. It's time.
October.
Okay, so you heard it here first, October. Yeah, that's one that I cannot wait for. I think the in-arts is going to be significantly stronger for sure, but I'm
But
getting both anyways.
in art, you can dream if the in art one comes this year, because I don't
There's no way.
believe.
It's also October 2024.
2024, yeah, probably by the time it gets to us. Yes. Thank you again for the super chat. Tremble Dust is saying justice for Wongers, justice for Namor, justice for the Dora Milaje. Yeah, all those that we need. But I think, it's tough. It is a catch-22, like we said. There are certain things that we still want them to release, but they already have so much that it's diluting the market. It's really tough for them to hit the nail on the head here. So let's just catch up with the chat. Peyton23 is saying Cassie from Ant-Man 3. Tremble Dust is saying justice for Bix. Yeah, that's right. Let's see. Kumar is saying for Star Wars fans, we still have 33 SKUs announced, waiting for releases. So prepare the wallet. Yeah, things are going to get ugly
33.
quick. Crazy. Evil Sneaker in the house. What's going on, Evil Sneaker? Damage, Joao. I'm sorry. I can't stop it. Let's see who else. We got Iron King in the house. Just got Doc Ock in hand.
King.
The tentacles are too heavy and the figure needs to stand or it just falls over. Head sculpt is also a miss. Quite disappointed. That's a bummer to hear. We're going to talk about that one.
Oh, really?
In just a bit. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's unfortunate to hear. So let's see. Tremble Dust is saying, I wouldn't say no one cares about it. There is a market. Otherwise, they wouldn't bother. But slow down a bit on announcements. Not a bad idea. Yeah, maybe they do need to tighten. So maybe, us calling for more stuff is not the best idea. But there's still certain ones that I want. So let's see. Brandon Salad saying Kenobi Vader too. Yeah, both Kenobi and Return of the Jedi Vaders. I don't have a Vader yet, so cannot wait to get those. And then John is saying the 112 Batwing. So
John's talking dirty, and I like
that's right. That's right. So with that, I'm going to pause there, and I'm going to get into everyone's favorite.
So you don't
Hot
need
take game.
Calvin opinions.
No, I'd open it up to everyone. Calvin, did you have other figures that you're waiting on?
I'm 100% with Joe out right now. I could use a break.
You see,
He said everything I needed to hear.
Especially Calvin's crazy because he's collecting custom dioramas. He's doing the fusion reactors. He's doing custom sabers. Yeah, so all of the regular releases on top of the premium stuff he's adding.
On top of being married.
That's right. And the Jazz Inc. stuff. Yeah, you're not getting a break anytime soon. So.
Trust me, I'm not out here for no reason.
Mustafar is saying it's not going to happen at this point, but Namor, yeah, I would say especially because there were some impropriety allegations against him. So I think that one's probably on ice for the time being. Conquer Knight is saying Breda versus Jedi Knight is always the best banter.
Push me, Breda.
That's
Push
awesome.
me. Let's go.
Let's go.
oh, I forgot to tell you. I have here the Wonder Woman, the WB100.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Arrived today.
Nice.
Have you peeked at her just yet?
It's here. It's in the box.
So no, you haven't.
Yeah.
If I have what?
You haven't peeked.
Have you looked
her.
at it?
I'm not going to look. I already sold it.
Oh shit!
So
I
you
didn't
sold
realize.
it.
Okay.
I sold it already.
In true bargain bin bro fashion, pretty good returns on that one.
Sideshow's been very quiet on that one.
Wait for Inart. I will wait for Inart.
There we go. It's not a bad strategy though. InArts is probably going to be pretty incredible, based on the quality you've been seeing. So, with that, we've got a few InArt figures we're going to talk about, a few hot toys. This is everyone's favorite everyone's favorite segment, the hot take game. So Shane, I'm going to give you first pick here. Here are the categories, and I know you love this game.
I fucking hate this game.
Category A, spooky season.
We get one F-bomb.
Category B, I suggest a new strategy. Category C, it's a terrible joke. Category D, fly, you fools. Category E, your problem is branding. Category F, oh my God, okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. And that is it. Shane, I defer to you.
I can't even remember.
For the people, don't call me fake. Because it's like, you don't have anyone.
Open her.
No, I will not open because it's already sold.
Bust it open.
I'll go B.
B, okay. B is I suggest a new strategy. And with that, the figure we're going to talk about is the C-3PO from Attack of the Clones. So Shane, tell us why the Attack of the Clones C-3PO is actually the version that you should have in your collection.
I don't know why I come here. Like, it's just...
right. For the abuse.
Oh my God. Because how would I actually...
Oh, come on,
Okay,
Shane. You can do
It's
this.
the only C-3PO from Hot Toys that is out at the moment. There's that. The weathering looks fantastic, right? It's a different, unique version of C-3PO. And if you get the other one, you're just going to have to wait like 18 months. Whereas this one, you can have C-3PO and R2-D2 in your shelf. And Attack of the Clones is not just the greatest Star Wars film, it's the greatest movie ever made with the most fantastic script. And I hate sand too.
What
I think I actually want this now.
You talked yourself into it.
Yeah.
Oh man, Shane, you're great on your toes. Really appreciate that about you.
Try.
Yeah, so everyone here, you heard it first. Shane saying go out and get the C-3PO, even if you have to pay double retail because it's on waitlisted Sideshow. Go get two. Graham, how do you feel about this version of C-3PO? Is this one you're getting?
I have the Return of the Jedi pre-ordered, and I don't need multiple C-3POs in my collection, but at the same time, I think this looks amazing. I think this is going to be a very good figure. I think it's going to be very sought after. I think it looks, like Shane said, very unique, very weathered, very battle damaged. It's going to have, I think it's going to have really good paint application. It's just going to be one of those figures that really stands out in your collection if you choose to get this. However, yeah, for me, it's going to still fall behind Return of the Jedi because it's OT and it's just that traditional look that always pops into my head. You know, it's what I started with.
But this is the origins of C-3PO.
Correct. but it's not
you go.
OT.
But you do know.
No, this is the OG, not the OT.
This is the
OG.
OG, not the OT. Yep.
But you do know that PO in C3PO stands for pre-order, right?
There we go.
No,
That's
PO
right.
is PYO.
PYO.
I'm so lost right now. I'm so lost.
I don't know what that means.
Uh,
Oh man. Keith Lee is saying, I wonder how many people are going to polish off the weathering.
don't.
That seems like a terrible
Please
idea. Oh man. So Joao, is this one that you're contemplating at all, or are you skipping for the Return of the Jedi like most of us?
No, I
Except for Shane.
pre-ordered the Return of the Jedi one. This one I didn't pre-order, but I was talking today with. Right. I was talking today with Christian, and Christian is convincing me that I need this one. And then we start discussing about R2D2s, which ones to get. And Christian actually recommended me not to get the Attack of the Clones one. He said to get either the older one, the 2.0 that the Hot Toys did,
Yeah.
or to get the Tamashii Nations one, because the Tamashii Nations one is also a clean one.
The Attack of the Clones one is great though. It's fairly clean. It's just got some crevices of weathering. I think it's
The weathering
it'll do
on the
for most
Attack of the Clones one, doesn't look very natural. It doesn't look. You have that one, right?
I do, yeah. I'm looking at them right here.
I know you are trying to justify your purchase, and
Yeah. Now I'm like, wait, it is
I
kind of a
agree.
piece of shit. I think you're right. I'm gonna throw it away after this.
No, but it's like, for me, it's difficult to justify two C3POs, right? Because I think the golden one, I think it's the one that probably most people want. But let's see how the market reacts to this, because the Attack of the Clones R2D2 is on a big discount here. Is not moving, and I think this C3PO will happen exactly the same. I'm not seeing many people catching this, so let's see. Maybe if I get a deal, get 2 for 1, we will see.
Wow. Yeah, that's
It's all
kind of
about
insane
patience.
to think. Yeah, it was all about patience. The rhetoric around the R2 was that, it's sold out on Sideshow and people were kind of freaking out to go get it somewhere. It's interesting that
Yeah,
it's sitting
Keith,
around
the Tamashii Nations is diecast.
the diecast. Well, that'd be a pretty cool one to add. What does that normally go for?
It's not going for a very high price. Here is going for around used maybe 120. If you want to buy it new, maybe 180, 170, something like that. But it's a very the R2 in itself looks really good, but the base is a bit poor, and the box is a very small box, a Bandai Tamashii Nations box. It's nothing special. But the C3PO from Tamashii Nations, that one is a very expensive one. Goes for maybe 500, 600, something like that.
More than that.
Wow.
I've seen
More?
that thing going for like 8.
Well, that is the one to have. If you
So
have money, of
Brophy is
course.
saying, Joao, get the OT R2
Yeah.
with all the different accessories. Best R2 out there.
Yeah, he's a 2.0. He's the one that comes with all the stuff.
So Calvin, are you considering this C3PO at all?
I actually have it ordered. I had
wow.
ordered this before the Return of the Jedi one was announced, so I haven't decided if I want to cancel it or not. Because I don't.
You're
have
gonna
the
be
other
that guy,
one
huh?
yet.
You're going to be that guy.
Maybe. This may be.
Yeah. No, this is one that I
Undecided.
considered for a long time. I was like, I really, really want a C3PO. I kind of like the severe weathering, but that gold version is just so much more iconic for me that I just couldn't justify. And I'm kind of shocked that the announcements came so close. I kind of thought we wouldn't get another announcement for a 3PO for a while, but yeah, they kind of did everyone a bit dirty there. So yeah, this one could be chased eventually, but I think with Joao saying it might sit around as well. You just don't know. So with that, let's move on now to the next category here. So Graham, it's your turn to pick. So
Give me the
categories are.
Give me the Office
ahead.
reference.
Oh, there we
Believe
go.
that was F.
Love it. Yes. Oh my God. Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. Love to see it. And this one is don't panic pre-order. These figures will be available. So I want to pull up 2 examples here that people have been sharing. I know a few folks in the chat have mentioned like, oh, there's these figures that have gone on low stock or on wait list here. So we've got King, and we've got the Anakin from this one's from which movie? Attack of the
Jesus
Clones as
Christ.
well, right? I'm a fake Star Wars fan. Come on.
Which movie?
Fake.
You would
That's
say
right.
Oppenheimer.
So Graham, tell us why, just because these are on, low stock or wait list now, why you shouldn't panic and why these will be around. We gave you an easy one, bro.
Yeah, this is kind of an easy one. I mean, there's plenty of other places to buy outside of Sideshow. We have other retailers out there that when Sideshow is putting these figures as waitlisted, yet they still have, stock, whether that be, I don't know, Spec Fiction, Underground Figures. If you go to Pop Collectibles, wherever you go, odds are somebody's going to have it. The other thing is, Hawk Wars Toys, great seller on eBay. He has a lot of this stuff when it comes out as well. So he finds ways to get it. So, if Sideshow is the only place you purchase from, might be a different story. But Sideshow is trying to correct this mass amount of overstock that they have in their warehouses. So they're doing, smaller batches from Hot Toys. Doesn't necessarily mean Hot Toys is doing smaller batches. But the other thing I would say is a lot of these wait lists are converting. So just because it goes wait list, don't panic, or don't panic pre-order thinking it might go wait list. I signed up for a handful of wait lists the other week just for shits and giggles, just to see. And within 24 hours, I think I got 3 wait lists confirmed. And, so I think the other thing is Sideshow's feeling it out, and they're seeing how many they need. And if it goes wait list, it could very well come back. Didn't something come back recently from wait list? Classic Loki, I think it was.
Oh, yeah.
So I would say don't panic, pre-order. These figures, they will be available somewhere. There's always ways to get it, so don't panic. Don't have the FOMO.
Okay. Yeah, dang, we gave you too easy of a version here. So, Showa, what do you think about this topic?
What topic?
About panic pre-ordering somewhere just because Sideshow is saying that it's out of stock or it's on waitlist.
I mean, it's difficult to say because it's like this. I know many people in the States, for example, they only buy from Sideshow, right? Because they have amazing payment plans and everything. So if something goes on low stock and you really want the figure and you must depend on Sideshow to buy the figure and on payment plans, I would say just pre-order if you really want. Because it's different realities, right? Because for me it's completely different. I'm not afraid of the pre-orders because for me it's like the worst case scenario. If I don't pre-order a figure, the worst case scenario, I will get it at retail in stock. That's the worst case scenario that can happen to me. And this FOMO, I was kind of believing that, okay, this is really starting and the stuff is getting harder to find. But for example, that Clone Pilot year is going for 140, 150. And everyone was screaming on Facebook, oh, the Clone Pilot is gone, there's no more coin. The Bark Speeders, Bark Speeders are all sitting here in stock. No one wants the Bark Speeders.
That's the one that I'm pretty shocked by. I kind of figured that was a really small
Bark
batch.
Speeders, Sidecars, Clone Pilot, everything is sitting here. No one is buying. The prices are going down. And then that's why you need the Hong Kong resellers. Don't burn them down because you need them for these deals. You need the Hong Kong resellers for these deals. Coming one month or something like that, you will see all those pilots and all those things going on discount. So I agree with Graham. Sideshow is ordering less, but Hot Toys, I don't think they are doing less. Artisan, I think the Artisan. I want to believe they are trying to do something with the Artisan, but then in Hong Kong, in one day they add more 100 Anakins and Joker out of nowhere without explanation. Oh, let's add 100 more of each. So who knows how many they are going to do?
We don't have the data.
They say 5,000, maybe they do 10,000. No one will count them.
Yep.
I don't know.
Impossible for us to
I mean,
know.
because they're not numbering them, right? So
They're not numbering
they
them.
could say anything they want, to be honest.
It's
But,
the same as the Gambit from So Toys. They only made 450. I see Gambits everywhere. I think everyone and their mother has a Gambit. I think there are more than 450.
The other thing too is some of these figures on Sideshow are waitlisted, but then I see like Hawk Wars or somebody else that has them for sale, and they're just sitting, and they're not overly expensive. I think they're actually around retail or even under. And then right now on BST, I'm seeing a TVA Loki, $200 shipped. Is he not waitlisted?
Yeah,
I believe he is.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that
Which is
goes
too
back to
much.
what Joao was saying before, where slow down. Everything's coming at us too fast. Where I think everybody's suffocating and can't keep up, and so you're still going to find, I think deals like this, even if something is waitlisted. So just try to be patient, which is
Really
hard.
well said.
Easier said than done.
And I just want to comment on Equan's comment here. Hong Kong resellers don't pass the savings on to us, though. They base prices on the U.S. market. It's true, but also, for a long time there, I was kind of exclusively buying from Toys by an Agent because it used to have free shipping. It used to be cheaper than Sideshow retail shipped. And so that was kind of one of the go-tos. So I agree with Shuao that we really need those overseas sellers to bring some balance to the market because you really could find some really great deals. And I haven't been buying there as often because I've got a domestic seller that's, got really good prices as well. So yeah, the deals are out there.
Let me just answer a comment from Tremble Dust. He was asking where did I purchase the Wonder Woman. The Wonder Woman I purchased here directly from Hot Toys. Because you had a time they have only 200 or 300, then you need to be on the website to pre-order that.
There we go. I think we talked about that last episode as well. But
probably.
Calvin, what do you think about this whole panic pre-ordering? It happened to you with the Attack of the Clones C-3PO, I guess.
Well, I don't think that was the case. I saw something.
I'm just giving you shit. I
wanted to see 3PO in my collection, so I just went ahead and ordered it. And then, 2 months later, they announced the Go one. So, it just happened. But as far as I'm just trying to close out any old pre-orders I have. I'm trying to be diligent about not adding anything new to the list. So that's how
I see. So you're not pre-ordering as religiously as you were before.
Correct. And that's across the board. Like there's a couple statues that have hit now, and I'm like, I'll wait.
Yeah, for me, I've always been slow and steady with the pre-orders, though. Even when people were saying no pre-order, I'm like, if I could lock it in with no sales tax, no shipping, I would rather have that guarantee that I'm going to get the figure and that it's going to be at a decent enough price, even if it drops, significantly after release. I'm going to feel okay that I've got one locked in. So that's always been my strategy. I haven't stopped pre-ordering this entire time, and I think I will continue. But you will get burned. Come holiday season, a bunch of these guys could be blown out from Pop Culture and the various sellers. So it's scary, and then you're going to feel like, man, I just overpaid on everything. Shane, how are you feeling about this topic?
With the pre-orders, yeah, kind of in a way, kind of like you, Marco. Like, I mean, obviously I like a deal and stuff like that, and I'll have my pre-order list and my wish list, and then I'll rank my wish list, so the figures I haven't actually ordered that I do have an interest in, I'll rank them in order of priority, first, second, third, whatever. And every now and then I'll trim the fat on the wait list, or sorry, the wish list. Let's say if I get one or two pre-orders, if they actually get released and I pick them up, I take them off the pre-order list shrinks, and then I look at the wish list and go, right, I can trim the fat here, just take the first two, pre-order them. So it's kind of like slow and steady. But certain things I'm not going to commit to pre-ordering if I think they're going to drop down. For example, the integrated Spidey suit, the version without the base and stuff like that, because I do think that's destined for lower and lower prices. Or like listen to Joao about the clone pilot. That seems to be one that I could get off the wish list if I wait and find a decent deal. I will say as well that I'm noticing like a lot more in the say the websites I use in Ireland to buy figures that there is deals there more often than not. Like you can just wait, and maybe it's collectors that maybe came in 2020 and they got a lot of stuff in, and maybe they're out of the hobby or they've fallen out of love with stuff, and just picking the bones of that. Like there's like some really good stuff. Like I've got my T800 Terminator from the first Terminator movie from there. Perfect. like basically brand new. Obi-Wan Kenobi, Alec Guinness there, $300. Again, perfect. Like, and now this mech test Tony for like basically half price. Like, and this is good stuff. Just the patient game. And I figured the mech test. I know at the back of mine, I was like, I was in. I think I got a price off from Lion Rock at one stage, and I think it was in my cart and Sideshow before because I had points. I don't tend to buy with them. I've well documented, but more often than not, like that kind of works out. Like figures you think that maybe you really want that maybe not everyone else wants that could potentially get there. Sure enough, sometimes they pop up like and just got to pull the trigger.
You're right. There's so many good deals that I've even had to say no to. Shout out to Scott Bradley in the community who sold me this Wolverine for an incredible price. He also wanted to sell me the 89 Joker and the Batman. And the Joker I thought about for a long time, but I was like, it's not my iconic Joker. Like even though it's a great price, I don't need it. And so Ben Thomas ended up picking it.
Oh,
I think it's incredible figure. Like honestly, it pained me to say no to it, but I was like, there's too much coming out. Just because it's a good deal doesn't mean I need it.
I lost an eBay bid today for it.
Oh man!
It ended up selling for 367.
Wow.
Euro. So it was about maybe $400. I want to say $410. That was pretty damn good, like But I missed out on it a bit. But
yeah, that's one that's definitely a reissue risk in the near future. So. Shiny is asking, who's the biggest bargain of the bargain bin bros? Who's the biggest bargain hunter of the bargain bin bros?
It's me.
Yeah, I would say this guy's but he's the only real collector.
No, we pay a lot for that. For Joe to be.
You have it on tap. You have it on tap, like.
That's right. Absolutely. So,
where you are in Hong Kong, Joao, I just think that like you just go in to get like milk and eggs, and then like the way like normal people like go to the grocery store or whatever, and then at the till they have like little things like batteries and chewing gum. I just have this image of
toys.
Yeah. Oh, Dark Side Anakin. Yeah, I might pick that up. Oh, Clone Pilot. Dude, geez, these really dropped down. Cool. Yeah, I don't need it, but that's good advertising. You got me. Yeah.
Could you imagine how dangerous that would be? Oh my gosh, I'd be in so much trouble. So, Joao, you were up next. I'm going to go through the categories again. So, category A, spooky season. Let's see, category C, it's a terrible joke. Category D, fly, you fools. Category E, your problem is branding.
Your problem is branding.
All right. So, this is probably the worst of the bunch. I am so sorry.
It's fine.
Kate Bishop will be a Grail. Tell us why Kate Bishop is going to be a Grail.
I never saw I never saw Hawkeye. I don't have any interest in Hawkeye.
It's kind of an underrated series, I'm going to say. Like, I really enjoyed the series.
So I need to say why she will be a Grail?
Yeah, tell us why she's going to be a Grail. Why you'd be crazy to pass up on her. I'm just basking in the awkward silence. It's perfect. I love it.
Well, first, is she waitlisted?
Yes.
There you go. That's a start. She's already waitlisted, so there's a lot of demand, and Hot Toys is, as we already know, is producing much less than before. So therefore, they are probably announcing a Hawkeye very soon. And for those that are missing now, this Kate Bishop, they will regret it later. And I believe she will reach the $600-$800 mark most probably double within the next 4 to 6 months. Given that is an amazing head sculpt, a beautiful sculpted hair too.
Very lifelike too, right? Doesn't look
very
dead
lifelike.
At all.
I love the eyes. The eyes are incredible. That hair piece in the front, it's very well crafted.
Graham, were you the one that said she looks blind?
I'm defending the figure, and you are.
I said she was looking like she was about to cry. Was that D'Lo that maybe said that?
Oh my! Sorry, Joao. Go on.
You asked me to defend her.
You're doing amazing, by the way. You're crushing this, by the
way. Let's not forget that the outfit it's in a material that is very posable, comes with a band-aid. That is something that is the first time we are seeing Hot Toys doing in a female sculpt. Overall, I think it has all the perks to becoming a Grail, a very sought after figure, and I'm sure that if you are not picking up this figure now, you are just a dumbass, a fake collector, and you will regret it later. That's all I have to, I have to say about this.
Joao, careful!
man.
You're influencing people. Careful.
But now
Holy
it's worth to mention that this is a game.
That's
Run
right.
away
That's
from this
all
figure.
built on lies.
Run away from this figure with all you can.
Shiny nailed it right here. In 20 years after the great Kate Bishop crash of 2023, they will find all the Kate Bishops buried in the desert. A new copy will be worth a lot of money. Hey, there we go. Oh my God, just like the Atari cartridge.
The
right?
games, right?
Holy cow. But yeah, Iron King is saying Bretta makes a good salesman. He would be a good employee for Toys Wonderland. Well, you could
You
sell
don't know
anything
if
to me.
you don't know if I'm already there working for them as customer service.
It's true. We know at least 2 out of the panelists are sponsored by Toys Wonderland. So let's see. That was really well done. All 3 of you guys have crushed it. So Calvin, you got some big shoes to fill, and then I obviously have to jump in here as well. So Calvin, the categories are, let's see, Spooky Season, It's a Terrible Joke, and Fly, You Fools.
It's a joke.
It's a joke. Okay. It's a terrible joke. This is obviously a callback to Spider-Man 2. Doc Ock's head sculpt isn't that bad. It's honestly not that bad. Let me pull up some pictures for the folks here at home. So Calvin, tell us why this Doc Ock sculpt isn't terrible.
It's not that terrible because we've all been waiting on a Afro Molina to hit the shelves so we can put it on the display. Now, what was terrible was that Toys Era model that came out, especially if you got the second go around with the tentacles that actually don't hold themselves up. Depending on the lighting, you see all the facial angles, and it also is a great capture of the moment when he was on the bridge with the "Hello, Peter" quote.
Heck yeah. Hey, you said it well. So I'm actually going to defend this figure. I think once I get it in hand, the sculpt is not going to be as terrible. I'm actually glad that they gave us a teeth sculpt with this Molina, because that's such a big part of his character. Is it quite as good as it should be? I don't think so, but I think on the shelf it's going to look pretty terrific. But Shane, how are you feeling about this one?
Yeah, look, I'm not going to sit here and say that this is a 10 out of 10 carbon copy, shrink ray, whatever you want to say it. The head sculpt, it's definitely not their finest work, like, and that's putting it nicely. I think with the glasses on, it'd probably scrape a 7. But that's the only criticism I have of the figure, apart from maybe the fact that the tentacles can't actually hold it up. That would be great if they were strong enough that you could put 2 tentacles down, have the other tentacles grabbing something. But yeah, unfortunately, you're going to have to use stand or be innovative with this one. Really, really like the trench coat. The color, the fact that it's wired. I like that the one that the kind of the brown pleather one underneath is wired as well. The polo neck, the kind of thing that holds the kind of belt kind of type thing in the front. I've gone deluxe on this. I'm still really, really hyped about this. Love No Way Home. This is a triple threat. Really looking forward to it. But yeah, that head sculpt. Yeah, I can see from certain angles Molina in it, but I mean, this look, InArt last week did the Gandalf, which looks like a 6 scale human, and then this comes out. They're kind of giving him a stick to beat him with, really, aren't they? You know what I mean? But maybe the same stick that they actually beat this head sculpt with. But I'm still getting it. It's. I know people say like vote with your wallet. For me, they're doing enough to get my money with the actual figure and the tentacles and the tailoring and everything, despite the head sculpt being at the most with the glasses on a 7 out of 10. I'm still looking forward to having it. Would not rule out investing in a custom sculpt or something like that. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, a lot of redeeming qualities. Honestly, this figure is definitely not as bad as the narrative I've heard so far. But Graham, how are you feeling about this guy?
Yeah, I've seen worse. They can't all be 10s, right, Joel? They can't all be Keatons. So they did their best, and
Nice.
you take the tentacles off and take the coat off, and you got a member of the Beatles. But no, I think he looks okay. I mean, I think glasses on definitely helps, but it's not their finest work. But I've seen worse, and like Calvin said, this is the best version you're going to get of them. So be happy.
Don't
Not that bad.
worry.
Heck yeah. The fact that they've attempted it and it's still pretty good. Like it's not a complete L for
It's
sure.
not like a Tony Stank or anything like that. But it's weird that they made sure to say in the prototype pictures that this is a work in progress, and then they never give you any updates, and then all of a sudden it's just out, and it's like it doesn't look much different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because we know, like, typically you get the prototype or a bit of a downgrade. You have those outliers like the Killmonger or the Ray that turned out better than the prototype, but we've been conditioned not to expect better than the prototype. However, you're dead right. J.C. Hung came out, the date has went up, and he said this is a work in progress on his own Facebook, and that gave me hope and that gave me the belief. But yeah, I won't make that mistake again. But
this one kind of made me nervous for that Supergirl. A figure that I said, if it came just as is, I'd be happy with, but I'm expecting for them to update. Now I'm not really, the movie is flopped. I don't know that they're going to do that much work on that one. They might just push it out and be like, good enough. So,
It's a good point. It's a scary point, but it's good.
Can't really trust him. Graham, any more to say about this guy?
No, that's about it.
All right. Joao, how you feeling about Doc Ock?
I'm feeling
You're not
as
a
I
real
was,
collector if you don't get him.
I'm feeling as I was feeling last year. I don't care, I don't want. And maybe it's not I don't want. I would want if he's half price. It's not something that I was searching for. Now about the head sculpt. It's not perfect, but I think it works. You have these, you put him with the googles and with the tentacles, that what everyone is going to look is at the tentacles and the pose, and no one will say, oh, this doesn't look like Alfred Molina. It works like, let's say 60 or 70% of Hot Toys sculpts, because I was talking about this, I don't know if it was in LWO or when. If you count the 600 figures that Hot Toys did, and you tell the head sculpts they did, you will not choose banger head sculpts. They are not many. They are maybe 20, 30. So we cannot expect them to nail every head sculpt, because again, the quantity they are producing and the volume they are doing, and the amount of figures they do. So I think given everything, I think this is acceptable. You can go with a custom one, but then do you really want to spend like $400, $500 for a custom head sculpt only for Alfred Molina? I don't think you want. I think this one will look great if you have him with some poses that you already shown here, that he is with the tentacles holding him up and something like that, and then with some lighting trick, he can look good. I don't think it's a big issue. The head sculpt is not. I will cancel the pre-order because of this head sculpt. I think that will be a lame excuse. I think the figure still looks great.
A tap out excuse for sure. Yeah, I think we're all kind of in agreement here that there's still enough going on with the figure to warrant a purchase if you really love the character. Calvin, this one you're getting at all?
Yes. Have it ordered.
Good for you.
Are you upset by the way that the head sculpt came out, or you think it's fine?
No, it's all right. By far not the best that they've ever done, but I can manage with it.
Shiny saying, if you turn him towards the back of the cabinet, it definitely looks like the back of his head. There was one picture in particular where they had him kind of, facing like this, and I'm like, oh, you could actually put him sideways if you're really disturbed by the sculpt, which is an idiotic thing. But
this pose looks cool because you see how the tentacles go out from his back, and I think works great too.
Yeah.
Like the deer is saying, "Hey, Peter," it looks cool.
Yeah.
I am disappointed to hear that the tentacles don't hold the weight. That sucks.
Somebody said if you use all four, but not two. Two won't hold
They
them
look
up.
funny though. Who's
He'll be-
Spider-Man then?
He's going to be a fun one to mess around with for sure. So I'm going to pick the next category here. And the categories are spooky season and Let's see, and Fly You Fools. I'm going to pick Fly You Fools. And the category is Marco will regret passing on the Gandalf. This is one that I've said just, looks cool. It's not a figure for me in particular. So, Joao, I'm going to start with you. You tell me, because you got a video out, a beautiful video. Tell me why I may regret passing on this Gandalf.
But I must tell you why you regret, or I can say probably will not regret.
You're going to have to tell me why I'm going to regret passing on the Gandalf.
But if you don't like Lord of the Rings, why would you want these?
No,
do you like Lord of the Rings?
I'm messing with you because it's actually for me to defend this. So the game is on me. This is one that I've said I'm not going to get, but the reason I'm going to regret passing on it is that it's a lower production than, let's say, the Joker, right? So there's going to be fewer of them out there. The aftermarket price, if I didn't pre-order, which I didn't, if I decide all of a sudden, oh, now I want it, it's going to be a lot for me to go chase this. I might pay, double, right? The figure's $500 to be shipped here to me. I could be pushing, $1,000, and at that point, it's going to be statue money. We've seen from Joao's video, from photos of other collectors that have it in hand, like this is one of the most beautiful 1/6 figures ever produced. Yes, In Art may do a Gandalf the White, but at the end of the day, this version of the gray, this is kind of how he starts the trilogy. This is going to be the one to have. So, Joao, just tell me like what you feel about this figure. We obviously have seen your video, but any more to add on the Gandalf?
To be very frank, I'm not the biggest Lord of the Ring fans ever. I already see the trilogy maybe 2 or 3 times, okay? But I always thought that this figure looked so unique from the prototype that I pre-order. Yes, I pre-order every Nart figure until now, because I think the figures they are doing, that they are really unique, And to be honest, this Gandalf was a shot in the dark, because I was not sure. I had the Crown Gandalf before, the Gandalf the Grey from Asmus, which I thought was a good figure, but I got the first batch that he had that sunken eyes that didn't look that good. And when I got this Gandalf from Inart, I tell you, when you have that jar in the hands, and when you look at that head sculpt, you are like, oh, Jesus Christ. For me, this head sculpt passes easy the Joker. For me, passes easy the Joker. The realism of the head sculpt passes the Joker.
That's insane.
When I saw that jar, I was like, "Oh Jesus!" And yeah, I'm stoked with this figure. I already have several friends that came to my house, and they go straight to the Gandalf. They say, "What is this?" And
wow, so it's a showstopper.
It's like a miniature of the actor that you have in your shelf, and I cannot wait for Aragorn, because Aragorn even looks better than Gandalf, which is crazy. That Aragorn is something that until now I'm not believing that I'm going to get that head sculpt in a jar, because that is completely crazy. And I mean, yeah, I think even out of nowhere, even the Nobi admitted that this Gandalf, it's a very good figure. He's also considering getting this one, and it's really an amazing piece. It's a given that the photo you see here, this particular photo, it's difficult to have him pose with the robes like this, and this is only obtained after you spray the robes with water. This is a robe that is sprayed with water and falls completely on his body. Because
so what's that process though? You spray it and let it dry, and then
you need to spray it with water, and then when it's almost dry, you need to dress it, and then for them to keep the shape of the body, because you can see how the robe is going perfectly like a drape, right? Out of the box, this robe cannot give you this effect. But I think it's an amazing release. If you are going to regret it, depends. Probably no, because for example, like you said, you have 3 or 4 Jokers, right? That's the figure that you really like to have, and you have a more affection with. And then it's the price, because are you going to commit to the price of the Gandalf now because you didn't pre-order? You need to wait for aftermarket or wait for someone to pass the pre-order, something like that. I don't know. It's don't get FOMO'd with the Gandalf, because Zinart will going to do other figures that you like, and there will be other brands doing other figures.
And I will say, Kit, had some stock up that he put up for a little bit, and I had that page up on my phone for a while, and I just couldn't pull the trigger. I think that was a telling point. Like I don't really need it. It just wasn't really speaking to me. It wasn't like I absolutely need to have it. So now that I've missed out, there will be some more at the back end once everyone has gone through their pre-orders. But yeah, I don't think I need it. So, Calvin, this Gandalf one that obviously you loved the films, you definitely committed to watching all of them. The extended versions. Are you considering this Gandalf at all?
All lies. Negative. Not getting it. Still haven't seen the last movie, so no, I'm not investing in this line.
The last
movie. I'm really looking forward to seeing all you guys get it though, so I can check it out.
Heck yeah, man. So Shane,
Eddie.
I know we've talked this. Yeah, my man Eddie. Looking forward to kicking it with Eddie here soon at OxCon. Shane, I know we've talked this figure to death, but now that a bit of time has passed, is this one that you're feeling any FOMO on? Are you feeling any regrets for getting or not getting it?
No, Joao's last point was exactly where I'm at. Even though this looks stunning, and even though I really like the trilogy, if I'm not in love with this, it's like they're going to do something else that I am mad about, some other kind of IP or movie that I connect with. So it just makes more sense for me to hold out and invest funds into something that I connect to more. That's exactly it. But this is an absolute win. It just looks fantastic.
Yeah, seems like InArt is keeping the hits coming. We'll talk about the Pennywise here to round out the show. But yeah, definitely does look fantastic. Graham, you're getting this one though, yeah?
No, I'm not. I'm a casual Lord of the Rings fan. This isn't like Shane said. If I don't have a love for the franchise, I can't collect it. But this is, I could definitely admire this from afar. This is it's a work of art, really, is what it comes down to. So I'm very impressed with what InArt's doing. I hope they clean up some of their other business problems that they've had. But the 3 figures that they've put out so far, they all look great. So you can't deny that. And I'm happy for anybody that is a Lord of the Rings fan, because your IP is finally, coming to 1/6 scale. So congrats.
Heck yeah. So
I hope Asmus is not listening to you.
Right.
Because Asmus already did all the fellowship 2 times.
Oh man, that was the Latino version of Gandalf, though.
Right.
That one is so freaking tanned.
I hope Zeg is not listening to this.
That's right. He loves his Asmus.
Yeah, he loves the Asmus.
Absolutely.
Shows you how much I pay attention to Lord of the Rings, I guess.
That's right. And Tyria is saying, this was only the beginning of FOMO inducement. Legolas and hopefully Gimli will be awesome too. Legolas would be a must-have for me. That's probably my favorite character of the Lord of the Rings line. And I kind of like these more, just in terms of the fantasy realm. I never would play as like a wizard or a mage if I'm doing an RPG or if any of those lines. So I more relate to the warriors, guys with swords, guys with bows. Those are a bit cooler to me. But, they got something for everyone here. So the last figure we're going to talk about. Go ahead,
but let me ask you one thing. If you said Legolas is the one that you are getting for sure, and then you will have Legolas alone in your display cabinet.
No, because I have Aragorn as well on pre-order.
Oh, okay. So you will have half of the Fellowship. You will be missing Gandalf. That's good.
That's how I do with all my stuff, though. I cherry pick just ones that I like. I don't need a full line. I'm weird like that. I know we talked about it. Danny Lee loves Asmus, so yeah, good for him. But also, he's a fake Lord of the Rings fan, apparently.
Everyone is a fake Lord of the Rings fan for Eddie.
Tyria is saying all the promises from John were not fake propaganda. They delivered. Yeah, it seems like they really are delivering. So let's finish up with one last.
I'm still waiting for the die-cast Stillonian. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's one that we may be waiting on for a while.
And the Batmobile.
So Joao, I'm going to start with you here because you will be getting this figure much sooner than most of us here.
You are lagging
because
a
I
lot.
think most of us are not getting this at all. Oops. Can you hear me okay?
No, it's fine.
Yeah, it was cutting in and out a little bit.
So Pennywise, tell me, are you a horror fan at all? What compels you to get this Pennywise, and are you still excited based on the pictures you've seen?
I'm not the biggest horror fan, but I do like Pennywise. I have the Hot Toys one. And when this one went for pre-order, I actually was thinking, do I really want this? But I fell in love with that diorama, really. And the second head sculpt, it's amazing. I don't know, man. I saw some photos. I saw some small unboxing also on a quick unboxing, and the guy was changing the head sculpts, the in-art head sculpt, and using in a Hot Toys body, and seems that looks really, really good. They can interchange head sculpts. So yeah, I'm expecting to getting this, see how it really feels. I don't think there will be like a huge gap between the Hot Toys one, because Hot Toys did a pretty good job with their Pennywise. Let's see how is the rooted and everything, how does it looks like. But yeah, I'm excited to getting this one, and now I'm not sure if I'm going to sell the Hot Toys one. Probably I'm going to use the two in-art head sculpts and using the Hot Toys body. But yeah, I'm excited for getting this.
This has to be one where you got your spray bottle ready too, right? You're gonna have to futz the heck out of this one.
I don't think so. I think out of the jar, these ones, the head sculpt comes already ready to
Sorry,
go.
not
The only thing
not
is
the head sculpt, but
you
the
mean is the
outfit.
shoulders. The shoulders
Yeah.
need to be futzed a little, and that collar also. Let's
It
see.
feels that
Let's
way,
see
yeah.
what can be done, because like this one here is horrible. I will never have Pennywise. Like, look at that. His head
Drowning.
is drowning in that collar. This was the first photos that Inart put out, confirming the release, and I don't know if they studied these photos before launching them on the Facebook group, because everyone went crazy.
Yeah, they did not put their best foot forward for sure. Absolutely not. Anyone else on
I'm
the
fan
panel?
of both.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyone else on the panel considering this one at all?
Not considering it, but man, another figure they knocked out of the park. It is freaky as shit. My kids would not allow this to come home. They wouldn't be in the basement, so maybe I should get it. No, I'm just kidding. But no,
There we go.
it's not kind of what I collect, but amazing, just amazing.
I don't know why you guys think this is. I don't think Pennywise and both head sculpts, I don't think they to be the creepiest head sculpts. Like, I don't consider to be very creepy, actually.
I mean, my 4-year-old's afraid of Edward Scissorhands, so this will do the trick.
My daughter is afraid of Pennywise too, but this one will go directly to her room when she doesn't sleep.
No. Joel's coming up with new punishments every day. I will say this sculpt is fucked right here though. Like, this is horrifying.
Yeah.
I think
Like, to
it's
have-
more. I think it's more goofy than horrifying.
You think so? Like,
Yeah.
the eyes pointed different ways, the sharp teeth. To me,
I
feel
don't
some
find
type of
this
way.
horrifying.
Like, they were very successful with this one. Like, I feel some type of dread because I really loved the first film. Second one was decent.
Yeah, first one's
but
better.
yeah, absolutely. And so this is one that I thought about, but I'm like, I don't think that I need this on my shelf. Like, it would creep me out every time. But looks great.
This is why kids grow up fearing clowns. I mean, this shit right here. So,
That's
but
right.
it's amazing. I gotta give it credit.
Absolutely. Shane, how do you feel about this one?
Yeah, I think they're 3 for 3. I did find that the comparing this to the prototype images, though, that the futzing or whatever you want to call it, the puffiness of the shoulders was quite big, and the collar looked like he had no neck. But I think that might have been just like the way the person arranged it. But even if it is the case that the tailoring is a bit baggy on it, still looks the part. I don't think that'd be enough to say that this is a miss. They have 3 figures. I think they're 3 for 3. But I know this is creepy as shit. It's not something that I would consider to getting and then put it like as a Halloween decoration. But that's an expensive decoration, so that's never going to happen. So no, 3 for 3, but not for me.
Absolutely. And Calvin, I'm going to finish up with you. I know you're kind of trying to slow down on what you're getting. Is this one a one-off that you'd consider at all?
highly, excuse me, highly considering it. I was actually under the impression to get this scope, I had to get a 2-pack. I didn't realize they had a 1-for-1 and a 1-for-1 on the different scopes. And so the guys on Wednesday night made sure to not only let me know that, but sent me a link to where I could get it too. So I've been eyeing it for the last couple of days. I just haven't done anything with it. But I have the Hot Toys one. I'm more than happy with that one and the base that it came with. But this one is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very tempting. Absolutely. Mark Attack is saying the second sculpt is what you see at the club at 4 a.m. when they turn on the lights.
God damn, 4 a.m.
I love when they use the Goonies meme. You're coming with me now. Oh man. Joao saying stuff isn't creepy in his KGB voice equals that tracks. Oh my. Yes. So I know Graham has to go here. I think we're going to be wrapping up here pretty soon. But Graham, I'll give you an opportunity to kind of plug what you have coming up. Wolfpack Wednesday, any other streams you're doing?
Yeah, just did. We do Wolfpack Wednesdays as a stream Wednesday nights at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time Zone with my boys D'Lo the Collector and Brick Artemis. Last week we had Optical 20 in the house. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. I just released a video today. Just made some homemade risers for my Maju cases, so you guys can check that out if you're so willing. And then last week I came out with a video where I redid a pauldron for a Death Trooper that was peeling, and I thought it turned out pretty good. So just some things to help the community out there. And then I'll be doing some reviews as well. I got Cad Bane that's getting edited right now, and then probably New Hope Princess Leia. So yeah, lots of stuff happening. If you haven't checked out the channel, feel free to do so. Love hanging out with these guys. So I'm really glad I made the time to kind of pop in and chat with you all.
Well, Graham, thanks for joining. Definitely go check out the Jedi Knights Watch. One piece of criticism, though, we need some more skits. You're waiting for the UPS driver. That was, oh my god!
I got to get back to doing some more shorts. Kind of dabbled in it a little bit, but yeah, I gotta focus. I gotta refocus on that stuff. So
there we go. And that's a perfect. Look, what a pro! What a perfect transition. Speaking of focus, Shane, what do you have coming up on your channel? Graham, thanks for joining. Shane, thanks for joining.
Speaking of skits, it's time for another shit collective say, folks. So,
this could be a good one.
I think I'm going to record this one tonight. You know, so
you think you have enough? You think you have enough content from the community, though?
Secure the bag.
Damn you! I'm going to be securing the shit out of that bag.
Don't forget to shoot the shit.
Yeah,
shoot the shit.
Shoot the shit. Yeah. Just taking notes, man. Taking notes in the shadows. So yeah, I definitely have enough content anyway. You know, some of the phrases I use myself and some of the phrases I hear. So yeah, so there. What else? Yeah, thanks for having me. Hope Show is back live on Monday, and yeah, I'm gonna do a pre-order preview video on C3PO, and yeah, overseas, man,
Overseas, there we go. Well, Shane, thanks so much for joining. Definitely go check out 1/6 Figure Focus. Always dropping great content.
Thank you.
Shawao, obviously we're waiting on another review for InArt. If you haven't seen his Gandalf review, beautiful stuff. What else do you have coming up on the channel?
I think it's basically that is it's the InArt Pennywise review, and what more?
You also did an anime figure, right?
The anime figure, the review is already out. You need to subscribe to my channel, and then you can receive notifications when every review comes out.
No, I'm plugging the review that's already out. Sorry.
Oh, that one is already out. The Sasuke from Naruto. And tonight, LWO, episode number 50 on El Profesoro channel. Probably a 24-hour stream that you guys don't want to lose. And next week, Monday night, El Profi Talks. I'm always there on Mark on El Profesor channel, and Thursdays 9:30 a.m. EST Collectors Unite. Me and Christian, and we always have some guests. I try not to have Americans there, so sorry guys. To be a bit different.
We got the hint for sure.
I'm kidding. Everyone is welcome. Is Collectors Unite, and yeah, 24 hours. We are trying to. We will succeed in that. I'm confident in 12 hours. I'm afraid the Americans will not wake up on time, and then I stay with Christian with Christian only streaming alone the full day, and then no one.
The Americans, man, feeling it.
That is Bob Dylan says the Collectors Unite never have Americans, because I have Australians, I have people from Netherlands, I have so many people, but the Americans, they are always sleeping at their hour. Mexicans, if they are legal, they can come.
Oh my God! Wow, that's canceled.
On that note,
officially. Well, no wonder I haven't been on. So, moving on from that horrendous comment. So, Joao, thank you for joining. Looking forward to LWO tonight.
This was his last time on the show.
That's right. All are welcome. All are welcome.
I need to follow YouTube guidelines. I cannot have forbidden content.
Yeah. Oh my God! Not on this channel. Not on this
You
channel.
see, do you know, Professor will say is legal. He woke up his
Oh my
Every
God.
time someone says something like, borderline controversial like that, I always think of Ricky Gervais. When I went to see him live, he says that every now and then he'll say something at a live stand-up show, or he'll write a line into, like, when he was doing The Office, or he'll say something on a TV show or whatever, and someone will get on and make a complaint to either him or BBC or whatever like that. And he says when he does a show, he likes to give the audience the credit that they're intelligent enough that everything he says is just a joke. Do you know?
Exactly.
So,
Just a joke. That's what makes it fun.
Just wait till you see the best of LWO tonight. There are a few
Jesus.
things in there that I'm like,
My God.
Mario, I don't know that I would have taken that out of the archives, but that's LWO.
There are things there that it's incredible.
Some things should have remained hidden, but we're bringing it back out. So really looking forward to him playing those clips. So Calvin, you're going to be on LWO tonight, yeah? What else do you have coming up?
The great thing is I don't have to rush home to try and be in my room, because you guys are gonna be on all night, so I can take my time getting back.
Perfect.
But yeah, looking forward to that tonight. I can only imagine what shit show it's gonna be, so I'm looking forward to it. Maybe we can get Shane to pop in at 3:00 in the morning like last weekend.
yeah, I might pop in. I'll see what time I wake up, because I got a big run tomorrow, so I got to be up at 8. So
will we get more Facebook pictures?
Oh man, probably, yeah. It's a half
Yeah.
marathon, so like I'm gonna be in bits. So
Let's
it's
do
I think my friend is collecting me 8 a.m. my time. So my plan was to get up and hydrate and drink a lot of coffee and stuff like that. So I might actually, hopefully, get up and see how I feel, and I'll message you or whatever.
Heck yeah. You said a half
I think-
marathon?
I think
Yeah,
it'll be,
yeah.
I'm half impressed.
I think
forget
it'll be
who
a
said
full
that,
panel on LWO.
Well, I've
tonight.
done 5 full ones, but they were about 10 years ago. So
Wow. Yeah. No, that's even a half. I would die, like a quarter into it. So really cool stuff, bro. Calvin, thanks for being on. Go check Calvin out.
Appreciate
on,
you having me. Thank you.
Lael's channel as well, right?
Yeah, I'll be on Collectors Lounge Sunday morning, and if I'm home, I usually jump on Monday with Mario and the guys for Profi Chat. So yeah, I'll be around.
Awesome. Well, a few things I want to plug. Gigi and I just did an episode of the She Said No podcast. If you haven't seen that, pretty fun. I got a lot of shit for pre-ordering the Do Back. She
Man.
wasn't happy. Yeah.
That's worth a rewatch.
She says no a lot. She lived up to the name. I will say I'm on Collecting
She said
Weekly.
no. I thought you were gonna get choked out on that joke.
You got dangerously close for sure. Collecting Weekly, Tuesdays, 9 o'clock, 9:30 Eastern time. And then also we'll be on LWO tonight. I think it was Safeful that asked if it's going to be a full panel. I think we're going to have everyone 6-scale reviews. I know they may have some stuff going on, but we will have just about everyone at full strength. So absolutely looking forward to getting drunk and just shooting the shit with the boys. So,
oh yeah, that's right. I gotta get some drinks to get tonight.
Oh,
Damn.
that's
well,
right.
I've got the pantry ready. The pantry stays ready,
No,
so I'm good to go.
I cannot, because if I start drink with you, by the time you back, when you wake up, I'm completely drunk in the stream. I cannot do that.
You guys
I
imagine
cannot
Joao
do
just
that.
drunk streaming? I could see him being even more angry or just really funny.
yeah,
Just
a little bit
angry.
of both.
One
I just
extreme.
get angry, even more angry than I'm normally.
Oh, Oh,
I
My
must
wife
get,
says I'm the grumpiest drunk person she ever met. When I'm drink, I just angry,
That's a shame.
oh,
poker
man.
face all the time.
Still looking forward to it. Though. What were you saying, Shay?
Oh no, I was just saying, like, everyone all this talk of alcohol, and I'm like, yeah, I must get some magnesium hydration tablets for tomorrow morning.
Ooh, yeah.
You are going to rent tomorrow?
yeah, tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Oh boy. All right. So just a few shots on LWO tonight.
Jesus, Eddie.
Yeah.
Oh
Family
boy.
show.
Let's see. Jesus. Okay. Well, I'm not going to bring that one up. The show has gotten off the rails. So with that, I will say go subscribe to 16 Figure Focus. Go subscribe to the Jedi Knights Watch. Subscribe to Big Bretta. Check out Profi tonight. So El Profesoro, LWO tonight. And thank you everyone for being on today. Thank you for everyone in the chat. And we'll see y'all on the next one.
My friend,
I can't handle better than
this is like if that blue oyster shit met that Afghan Kush I had, and they had a baby, and then meanwhile, that crazy Northern Light stuff I had, and the super red espresso snowflake met and had a baby, and by some miracle, those two babies met and fucked.
You are now watching the Bargain Bin Bros. You're goddamn right.